Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the maniacal maestro of the microphone and the voice of AKA, American Combat Alliance. I'm standing next to one of the fighters on our pro fights on the main card here tonight at AKA 48, coming all the way from deep in the heart of Texas, Kyle Todrank. Now, Kyle, we've had some good stories behind a lot of our fights tonight, and there's an interesting one with you and Braxton King. Both of you fellas are coming off a loss in your last time in the cage, so I know you're hungry and ready to get back on the winning ways. You were the great facility out there, the War Training Center. What have you done maybe to go back and look at film of yourself to kind of find some holes in your game to make sure you're ready to have your hand raised in victory here tonight?
Most of it's actually just been mental work, a lot of figuring out where real self-confidence comes from, things like that, getting into God and like hanging out with my family and understanding that it's just a matter of how I walk my path and maybe not the results of the path. Results don't go your way sometimes, but my actions that I've been doing these last 5 months are going to shine through tonight.
Well, you can't fix a problem if you don't address the fact that you have one. It sounds like Mr. Todrank is on the path of righteousness once again, ready to get his hand raised in victory here at AKA 48. Kyle, do you know much about your opponent you're taking on? He's got a strong following here, originally from this area, Opelousas, Louisiana. Do you know much about Braxton? Have you had too much film on him?
Yes, sir. I know he's a karate style, likes to throw a lot of kicks up. I also know he's a pretty jiu-jitsu heavy guy, solid armbar triangle chain that he has. I feel as though the training partners that I've had, they've helped me prepare for this. I know I'm coming into slightly enemy territory. I know fans might be on his side, coming to where there's like a little bias or whatever. The judges might give a close one to him. I'm not here to go to a decision. I'm here to win.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the exclamation point on the end of the sentence. Kyle is ready for action here at AKA 48. Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the maniacal maestro of the microphone and the voice of AKA. I'm standing next to the other half of our co-main event. You know him. You love him, folks. He has been on the card so many times here at the Paragon Casino, looking to get back in the win column. The one and only Opelousas native, Braxton King. So, Braxton, coming in this fight, man, you had an excellent showing with a great title opportunity last time here. Came up a little short on that one. Both you and your opponent coming off losses in your last fight, so a lot riding on this one. You both want to get back in the W column. What have you done to kind of go back and reevaluate yourself and your game plan after coming up a little short in that title opportunity?
Man, I can tell you, went back home, man, sat down with my coach. We got to talking, man, and we didn't change anything. We didn't change anything at all, man, but we just went through a lot of suffering. The whole camp just been about suffering, been about going through that storm, going through that ugly, going through that uncomfortable place, that place where people fail, and give up. Just standing in that place daily, and tonight is going to show, man.
And look, you've got a great team over there with you. Performance Evolution in Lake Charles, also Gracie Baja. I've said it 1,000 times. I've known the man for a long time. Josh Quayhagen is a gem of a coach. Not only does he teach these young men how to be great fighters and how to do well in competition, but he also teaches them how to be great men and women, how to be good stewards of their community. So I know if anybody can help you shake some of that doubt and get that back, Josh Quayhagen is that man. So is there something you've worked on? He mentioned that he's seen your armbar set up, and it's pretty unique. You've got a good system there. Is there something new maybe you worked into your repertoire to maybe you don't make yourself so one-sided sometimes?
Man, like I said, we didn't change anything, man. We just flow, whatever is available, we take it, and God willing, if that armbar is available, I'm going to take it, man, So whatever he gives me, I'm taking it.
There you go, folks. He's going to take whatever's put on his plate, and he's going to clean that plate because he's coming out here with a full belly and his hand raised with a W. Braxton King ready to get back on the winning ways here at the Paragon Casino for AKA 48.
Braxton stalking during those introductions. He looks ready to go. Todrank a little bit more reserved, and we are underway with our co-main event.
Big right hand loops over the top for Kyle Cutthroat.
Braxton trying to attack that lead leg.
Cross to the body, hook to the head for Kyle. Good stuff thus far. Underhook here. Kyle's got the double unders. This is a dangerous position.
Some toe stomps. Foot stomps, I should say.
Foot sweep attempt. Circles off the fence back to the center for Braxton.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Todrank looking crisp here early, another right hand.
Kyle gaining some confidence. Left hand finds the target there for Braxton King. Probably the best shot of the fight for him. Jabbing on the front leg. Good little oblique kick there from Braxton King.
Braxton trying to fire back a right hand of his own. Todrank sitting down on that one.
Big left hand stuns Braxton King, and he is in trouble. Kyle Todrank pouring on the strikes from the closed guard.
Now some big elbows from Todrank.
Beautiful elbows. I think Braxton's hurt.
He's hurt bad.
He's not defending himself very well here. Big elbows again from Kyle Todrank. Again, unanswered shots.
Todrank looking for a finish here. Braxton trying to push him off.
You gotta believe this fight has been very close to being stopped here. Kyle senses the finish is near. Kind of resettles here, chopping with the hammer fists.
Oh, those are right on the money from Todrank.
Braxton trying to.
Braxton's hurt, man.
Yeah, he is.
Back to his feet, though.
Smart stuff, and Kyle clips him again. Big overhand right, sends Braxton King to the mat.
This is over.
The referee seriously needs to think about stopping this fight.
Telling him to fight back. Braxton certainly not fighting back. Right now it's all Todrank. This fight nearing its end.
All these unanswered shots. The fight is all over. Kyle Todrank comes in and gets the devastating finish. Lines up the overhand right and drops Braxton King.
First it was a big left hand. Then he caught him with a right when he got back to his feet, and that was the beginning of the end for Braxton King. Kyle Todrank exposing Braxton King on the feet and winning this fight in dominant fashion.
It's got to feel good for Kyle. Big left hook. That's the one that's had him stepping in potholes. A lot of big strikes from Kyle on the mat, too. Good elbows, making good contact and connection. Just cleans Braxton King up here. Not my favorite stoppage. Could have been sooner. Good golly, Braxton King obviously devastated, coming up short. Kyle Todrank elated, rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, look, Todrank, that was sensational stuff. Took no damage. I think Braxton may have landed one or two. Todrank, though, showing off here tonight and picking up another win. He'll move to 4-2 now as a professional. Man, Braxton ate a ton of elbows there too. I mean, he was getting pummeled on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stoppage to the action at 2 minutes 39 seconds in the very first round, declaring your winner, Kyle Todrank.
I forgot for a second. All right, Kyle, come and talk to me, my man. That was an incredibly impressive performance, striking on point there. I mean, you really dominated the fight. What do you think of it?
I know that when I step in the octagon, a lot of people think I'm going to wrestle. But I mean, I've been doing karate since I was 7. I actually did an amateur boxing career in Louisiana. I got robbed of a couple decisions in that amateur boxing career.
Boom.
So I knew coming into Louisiana, I'm from Texas, I had to put this man away. He fought for y'all's belt that last time out. I knew he was a warrior. I knew he was a great competitor. And I knew I had to shine tonight.
Well, what's next for you? I just heard you say he fought for the belt. What's next for Kyle Todrank?
Man, I came out of this with no injuries. If I can get around, turn around quick, get right back in this octagon, keep stacking W's on my record, tonight was just the beginning of what you guys are going to see from my hands.
Well, an impressive performance from you. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Todrank.
A big win for Kyle Todrank. You know he's going to relish in that victory for a little while, but he wants to be right back to work, get another fight soon. Big night for the crew from Houston.
I tried to leave the opening for him to say he wanted to fight for the belt. You know, we'll see. We'll get him back in here again, try and get him going. It was a great performance from him, though. He looked sensational here tonight. And, man, I mean, that was a walk in the park for him. Took no damage, took care of business, and moves to 4-2. Great work by Kyle Todrank.
What's up, AKA fight fans? It is your boy Drew, and I am back at AKA 48 with our next winner of the night, Kyle Todrank. Brother, that was a hell of a win, man, against a seriously game opponent.
He's good.
You know, Braxton's put in a lot of ring time here with us, and, man, you came in, you got that decisive win, brother. Tell us how you're feeling.
I'm feeling amazing. Like you just said, you know, I watched Braxton's title fight leading up to this to find his holes and find things I could exploit. What I found was that he was a really good fighter, so I knew it wasn't going to be him making a mistake, but me coming in and doing what I do. I've been doing karate since I was 7. I have an amateur boxing career. I have multiple jiu-jitsu competitions. I have probably 500 wrestling matches, Division I wrestling matches. So there's nothing better than a knockout finish. Yeah, I've grappled, I've got subs. There's nothing better than a knockout finish. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So walk us through the fight a little bit and where you've kind of felt the momentum shifting into your favor.
Honestly, that first punch, when I threw that first jab out there and it cracked him, I knew that it was my time. Like I said, I watched film on him, so I saw the holes was going to be in his boxing, so I just had to go back in the archives to that amateur boxing career, to the 6-time Golden Gloves champs that I've boxed against in competition, and I knew that if I put my hands on him, I really put my hands to work, that I was going to put him away, and it happened sooner than I thought.
Man, hey, look, and you did that, you capitalized on it, and, man, it worked like a freaking charm.
Let's go.
So,
let's go.
Man, now that you got this win in for you, man, what's next?
Right now, I'm on a path to get the job done to get me to the UFC. So if I can turn around and fight in 4 weeks, if I can turn around and fight in 6 weeks, wherever that is, whatever the opponent is, whatever, I want to stack these wins, stack this momentum back to back to back. It's been 5 months of me not competing, 5 months of me sitting in the dark trying to figure out who Kyle Todrank is, and tonight I kind of put an exclamation on who Kyle Todrank is.
Man, that you did. So now, how was the experience coming and fighting here for AKA?
Man, this promotion is phenomenal. They put me up in a 5-star hotel. They gave me a meal voucher, get to keep the gloves, get a t-shirt. This promotion was so cool to fight for. When I walked out and I seen the hotel ballroom packed wall to wall, absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I wrestled Division I. I've wrestled in front of like 18,000 people before. That was an experience like none other. That was amazing.
So how about those Gators in the lobby at the Paragon?
I took a Snapchat video of that. I took a Snapchat video. I sent it to my girlfriend and things like that. Dude, this event center, the event that you guys put on, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys for having me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for having me.
Well, now, one last thing that we got to do before we close this thing out is I always have to give you guys an opportunity to thank those that help you get to fight night. Because while you may be in there one-on-one, it does take a team to get there.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and thank them up, man.
Man, God Almighty, first and foremost. I told you guys I went back to the core of who I am as a person, as a competitor, and what I found was I just need to lean on God all the way. There's nothing that I can do. There's no actions that I can do that's going to win the fight for me. It's in God's hands. So the first and number one thing was be right with God. Thank you to my mom. Without my mom, I wouldn't even have made it through college wrestling, let alone amateurs, let alone pros. So thank you to my mom. And then finally, Coach Richard Copley, Coach Jeremy Mahone, Dr. Lou at Olin, and Yves Edwards at Thug Jitsu. Thank you guys so much for everything you've poured into me. I would be done by now if it wasn't for everybody in my support system. James Ford, Sebastian Oyervidez, love you guys. Let's go.
Guys, that's it for us. I'm here with Kyle Todrank. He's supposed to go celebrate a well-earned victory.